and our police officers. I want to speak authoritatively here. I thank you, our police officer, for a job well done against the extreme provocation. And some police stations were attacked by thugs. And their mission was just to get the guns and police uniform. And I can see some of these boys on TikTok. They are wearing police uniform, calling themselves sergeants, and that they have taken over power. Make no mistake, we will come for you, and we will come hard. It doesn't matter the noisemakers, doesn't matter those who are calling us names. I will defend the police officers, or all the police officers who did a very good job yesterday. You have my full support, 100%. Even if you need a lawyer or you need anything, you have my back, and you have the back of this ministry, and I have your back actually, and I have your back, and the ministry has your back, and the government has your back. If you are a police officer and you are being threatened with some character saying that you committed any excesses, there is no police officer who committed any excess yesterday. Police officers foiled a coup, and they deserve our defense. They don't carry guns as toys. When you threaten a police officer, you want to kill them. When you target an armory in a police station, when you steal guns, when you ban guns, when you ban a police station, you want us to celebrate you and bring you a birthday cake. We must be serious as a country. And as long as I have this responsibility, a policy responsibility of speaking on behalf of our police officers, we must defend them, because it is now clear the coup plotters are not sleeping. And while they were going around campaigning against policemen for the last 3 weeks, their campaign was not a genuine campaign for the reform of police officers. They wanted to sufficiently scare us and scare the police officers so that they can have a free passage to commit the crimes that we saw yesterday. If it was not for the police officers, we would not be having this country today. We would not even be sitting here to make statements. And therefore, our police officers have my full support, and I will defend them against all the orchestrated attacks that want to paint police officers as if they are lesser human beings and not daughters and sons of this republic. Yes, we are working with names, and I am sure you also know their names. We know that it is not my responsibility as a cabinet secretary to investigate any individual specifically. But of course, from the reports we get, you can see clearly who are the coup plotters. You can also see it from the pattern of the areas where the protests were violent and intense, that there was an outright misuse of people who would have been, so to speak, political supporters, turning them against the rest of the citizens to make sure that you reign chaos and terror. Particularly of great concern is in Nyeri, where the Member of Parliament of Mathira was specifically targeted, his home, and the Member of Parliament of Kieni. And this pattern has continued from last year, and now there has been a specific pattern of the coup plotters targeting certain political leaders whom they think they are not giving them political support. That is why you saw Kiunjuri's home, Kimani Ichung'wah is being targeted, and the Molo Member of Parliament. Just to, terrorists, how they operate is that they instill fear. And these are political terrorists. They would like to instill fear. Who are the coup plotters. You can also see it from the
this way.
Yes, we are working with names, and I am sure you also know their names. We know that it is not my responsibility as a cabinet secretary to investigate any individual specifically. But of course, from the reports we get, you can see clearly who are the coup plotters. You can also see it from the pattern of the areas where the protests were violent and intense.
Yes, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, depending on where you're watching from. I've just listened to Murkomen, and I've seen his tour in the CBD. I would say that the tour to confirm what was destroyed and what was not destroyed is a mere PR. My fact is, if we believe that this government has interest of the people, they could have protected the goods from destroying the property. For now, what they can do is just PR. And who funded these goods? My question is very simple. Who would benefit from violence? And who would benefit if the demos are very violent and destruction of property has happened? Whoever is using the violence that happened today to benefit himself is the one who funded the demos, is the one who funded these schools. We know that KTN released an expose telling us that some goon that showed the connection with government were ready to destroy or to cause mayhem during the demos. And we're here. Yes, I don't want to say that there's no chances that Wamunyoro team could have interfered and sent us some goons. I know some cases it's very possible. But I can say majority, because from the demos that I covered yesterday, I'll tell you the truth that there were some goons who were sent by a politician to attack peaceful demonstrators, and especially in Nyeri town. I saw people, and even the organizer of this demo in Nyeri had to cancel the demo and call off the demo by 1 p.m. And violence in Nyeri town started around 2:30 p.m. And these people were goons who had camped near CN supermarket. And their intention was clear, to steal, not to demonstrate. That's why they were attacking peaceful demonstrators, because peaceful demonstrators were not ready to steal. But whatever I heard today from Murkomen, the CS, is one thing. I feel President Ruto needs to sit down. I believe he still have a chance, which is almost 20% out of 100. But if this is the kind of people he is sending, or who are representing him, President Ruto will have a very hard time come 2027. Because I didn't feel much remorse from this CS. I didn't feel like he understood what happened. I feel someone tried to use violence to blame Wamunyoro. One, I agree that Riggy was not there at the demonstration. And to me, I have a problem with that because I feel this progressive has been calling people project, and only projects who are not a part of the demo. And if he was not a part of the demo, how did he fund the demo? Yes, we can say he said MPs. But if he could fund the demos in Mombasa, in Kericho, in Nairobi, in Nyeri, in Meru, can we say that, yes, we have to agree that then Wamunyoro team is efficient than the government? I don't believe in Wamunyoro team at all, because these are the same rebranded goons, rebranded thieves, pretended to be leaders. We saw Malanga Omtata in the demos. But Wamunyoro and their narratives, I don't care about them. But saying that Wamunyoro team funded the demos or the goons, I would say both the team, the government and Wamunyoro, have a high chance. Maybe funded the demos. But if you're agreeing that the demos were fully funded by Wamunyoro team, the government is accepting that it's incompetence. And Wamunyoro team is very competent when it comes to mobilizing. Whoever are paid, I want to know, because we si kulipwa. Kama ulilipwa, comment there in the uniambia kwa comment section whether ulilipwa na ulipwa pesa ngapi na nani alikulipa. Why are we not even responding to the expose done by KTN? I want you also to see this video and tell me as I go, because they match the same characteristics KTN expose described. Tuna next video, watch this video and tell me in the comment section. Tuendelee kuongea.
Whatever is happening here is very interesting because we're seeing a group of what we could refer to as gangs and goons using clubs, and they're beating someone right in front of police officers. Police officers are not doing anything. In fact, as you can see, they're driving away. Now, there have been questions about the identity of these people who have been identified as goons, and who the questions are, who is arming them, and why do they have such power to beat civilians right in front of police officers? So the question is, who are these men, and why are they moving with so much command? As you can see, they're still beating they're still